Hello and welcome to the video, guys. So check it out. We're going to be looking at something super special today. The power of setting big goals and having huge intentions. Let's get it. So we're going to look at this, okay? So say you're here, guys, to get a visual for it. This is you in your life. Like, even if you have a really nice car, everything's going good, beautiful relationship, everything's good, but like you want to be up here, guys, okay? And say this is like something big, like out of your reach, like a Bugatti or something, like Bugatti Chiron, okay? This is your own jet plane. This is billion-dollar revenue in cash flow, income into your life. This is owning multiple properties. This is what, like having multiple homes around the world and having the love or loves of your life. Like, live your life how you want, guys, okay? But say like someone tells you, like, so then from here and then up here, then you're thinking and then you want to get there to there. The thing is, like, to get there, your skill sets have to be at that level, which is great. Sure, you got to develop, you got to put in the hard work. Yeah, there's going to be days where like you might wonder why you're doing it, but like the thing about going big, guys, is that it makes way for you to develop, okay? Now we're gonna look at this, okay? If you're just like, oh, the nicest car I'll ever get will just be like a Ram truck. Oh, I will only ever have to own one property, one prop, and I'll maybe own one business, and I'll probably only ever make $350,000 a year. Then. But inside, you're like actually like see people with billion-dollar businesses. You see people owning private islands. You see people owning. We'll put helicopters on here too, because like people do, guys. It's just like the reality we live in. There's people out there with all these things, like I just said, okay. But then you say, I'll just have a Ram truck. That'll be the nicest, or maybe the nicest car I'll get will be like a Corvette. Nice car. Then like you're only to get there, you're only gonna get this level, okay, of skill sets. Along your way to get a one property, to get a Corvette, like you're not gonna stumble upon a private jet. You're not gonna stumble upon a helicopter. Do you see what I'm saying? That like this is the power of going big. Going big. Because this will give you the trajectory to have the right skill sets, okay? If you don't go big, you're not going to know what it takes, guys, okay? So that's just the video I want to make on that, and just to like really emphasize on it, like you will, the higher you aim, the more likely you are to even achieve that. That's why when we're young, we're like, what do I want? I want this car, that car. I want to go here, have this, do that, be an astronaut, have multi-million-dollar car collections, nice houses, beautiful women around me, living on lakes, driving nice boats, like just living a lavish life, right? Because that's like, our true kind of expression, just developing itself, right? Before we think of what we can or can't achieve, guys. And that's the truth, is like that when we limit ourselves, where we cap our potential on what we even can do, guys, because you know what I'm saying? If you just be like, I'll just have the nice 9 to 5, I'll just have a good corporate job, get paid $150,000 per year, I'll be good. That's where your skill sets are going to develop to, guys. If you say, fuck where I'm at, fuck what I think I'm capable of, what is limitlessness? What is the thought of being a limitless? And this isn't just some like talk, some like new era talk, like limitlessness. Be all that you can be. You're a powerful. No, guys, like the only way you're going to achieve the most incredible, outstanding things is by aiming for them. Okay. And there's a really good quote that said like, what the fuck was that quote? There's one that's really good that's, if you don't have a life plan, you'll fit into someone else's life plan, and, what they have planned for you isn't much. But, yeah, there was another one I was going to share, but I don't know, I forgot it. but develop, guys, grow all that we can be. And that's like the whole point of this channel, is just to like show you guys kind of like my progression, the things I learned in my life, and then to also just share inspirational ideas about how we can become the best human beings that we can become and thrive and really reach our potential. Because I want people to reach their potential. I want to reach my potential and become all that I can be. But nevertheless, I want to know that I had an impact on humanity and that I shared incredible things, ideas, inspirations, captivating thought patterns with the world that can touch your life. And then you can make a change in your life, you know what I'm saying? Changes happen all the time, but when you have that breakthrough, imagine change is like change in an idea, a thought, the sun moving across the sky, the temperature of the room, and then you breaking through. It's like fucking blasting open a door, blasting through the door, breaking the window, and just stepping out and be like, I declare fucking something new, a new identity to be all that I can be, whatever that is for you, like, to be a new identity, someone who is a go-getter, that achieves everything that they go after, and someone who's limitless, and knows how to tune in and tap into energy so they can have an endless supply of it, so they're not capped by, really just limiting things, Because who are you beyond your limitations? That's a really good question I think I can ask you, is who are you beyond your limitations? If you always stop at one point, you know what I'm saying? If you always run a race, a run, you always run for 20 minutes and say, no, I just get tired there. Who is the guy that runs the 30-minute run, inside of you? Who is that? Who's that guy? Who's, you ask out a bunch of girls one day, and then the next day you're scared. Who's the guy that ask out a bunch of girls in multiple days in a row? You know what I'm saying? Like, you create an online course for with an intention to serve humanity, and then the sales don't go well. Who's the guy that had the inspiration to do what it took? Not the guy that gets afraid of these things, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, chokeholds are going to come from wherever, guys. But we have to be willing to see the vision, have enough compelling reasons. Right now, every day of the week, every day of the month, every day of the year, every day of the 5-year plan, the 10-year plan, and who you ultimately want to become. Because, here's a good quote. It's by Jim Rohn. Don't wish life were easier, wish you were better. Because at first I was like, that's a fucking bullshit piece of shit. I was like, fuck that quote. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck him thinking he can tell me I want life to be easier. You know what I'm saying? But then I started getting satisfaction. I don't know about you guys, but I started getting satisfaction about becoming a better human being. I feel more clean cut. I feel like my edges are sharper. I feel like more like a fucking shining bright diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I can conquer anything in the world. I feel grateful for the challenges because they kind of allowed me to become an outstanding human being. So there's just a lot of magic going on, guys. And like, when we tap into that shit, we can really move mountains and turn those boulders over. Fucking just break through into some new dimensions and really make a change in our lives that impacts not only ourselves, our finances, our relationships, but really who we are as a human being and who we impact and what kind of contribution we add to humanity. And that's really where the real juice comes in, right? Being part of the human tribe and, doing something that affects humanity. And that's where it's at. So thanks for tuning into the video today, guys. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and do that now, because that way you can get epic content like this and become part of the family. Fuck yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.